Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how I can bring this vintage clock back to life, albeit using new technology. So I managed to remove the original clock movement, which was a vintage clock movement, and I want to replace that with a battery driven clock movement. So I just ordered this from Aliexpress, and what came in the package was a 15 shaft length. So that is from the bottom part of this up to the top part. That is 15 So remember, when you're ordering for your clock movement, just get to know the right sizes before you purchase. And also I ordered for clock hands because the clock hands that were here might not necessarily work in this clock movement. And also something else to note is that always look out for the manufacturer's specification. So this particular clock is by MCDFL. I think it's a company in China. So in this particular case, they advise me to only use carbon zinc batteries or any battery that has a low current rating, because the clock movement is a low current, so you don't want to use the high current movement like ever ready. That will spoil your clock. And also remember to always change your batteries before they leak. It's advisable that you change your battery every year. So the other things that came in the package were, there is this hook that goes to the wall that helps me hang the clock. I don't think I'll be using it for this heavy piece. Also, there was this hook that goes to the clock at the back. And also there is a rubber washer, and there are these two. There is a brass washer and a hex nut. So I'm just going to put them back here so that they don't get misplaced, and I'm going to lead the way on how we are going to fix this clock. Okay, so I'm going to begin by undoing these parts. Remember, the shaft length is determined by the thickness of your clock face. Here I do have a vernier calipers, and if I just do that right there, then it tells you that this is a 0.7 clock face thickness. And since you've identified that, when you go to purchase, then they are going to specify to you, for that type of thickness, what type of clock movement you need. So this goes at the back like that. Okay, so we'll start installing, and we will lay out these parts so that we get them as we go. So get your rubber washer ready, get your brass washer ready, and finally your hex nut. So to start with, you are going to place your hook over the shaft like that. Okay, so that the back side of your clock looks like that. Okay, so that if you're only creating a clock that has no housing, then that will go to the hook on the wall. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to place the rubber washer on the shaft like so. Okay, make sure that you're placing them in the right position, and then we are going to insert all this through the clock face like so. Okay, ensuring that you place it in a central position. because in this case you'll notice that the hole is slightly bigger than the shaft diameter. Okay, so once you've done that and ensuring that this is upright, we are going to place our brass washer over our shaft. So you're going to do it like that. Okay, and guys, you see, depending on the shaft length that you get, you will, even after placing all those pieces, you still need some space to put on your hex nut. So remember, again, get the right size. Okay, and finally, but not least, we are going to place the hex nut on top of the shaft, through the shaft, that is. Then we are going to tighten it. And remember, while you're tightening it, don't tighten it extensively, because you might end up damaging your clock movement. Okay, ensuring that your clock at the back is in the right position, which is at a right angle directly on the 12th or the 6th, in a straight line. And then you're going to take your pliers and gently tighten your hex nut. So in this case, I'm using very little energy, not to overly tighten that, yeah, but also to make sure this doesn't move about so much. So I'm going to tighten it a little bit further. Okay, and then if you have a metallic clock face like me, then you need to see that it's straightened out. And then what comes next now are the clock hands, you know. So of course I go back to get the right sizes. So in my case, and from this vintage clock reference, I couldn't get the exact sizes that fit in this clock in terms of the hour hand size, minute hand size, and all that. But if in case you don't get that, then I advise you always buy a longer length, and then you can cut them off like I did. So I cut off some parts so that the parts that remain fit perfectly within my clock. So here I have the hour hand that I settled to that length, and the minute hand, like so, and the second hand. So even before you've begun, remember, if you're buying new clock hands, then it comes with a protective film. So remember to remove that film, because this avoids the shiny glare that, you know, comes after. And also check out your hands, whether they are straight enough. So this one is slightly bent, I think, from the shipping. So just straighten them out with your fingers gently so that they are fairly straight. And I'm going to repeat the same with this one. Press down gently on the hour hand. And even before I do that, let me just check whether it's straightened out. Yeah, it's okay. Straightened out, and the hex nut is tightened, but not so tight. Okay. So the first step, they say, you press down on the hour hand in the 12 noon position, like so. You press down on it gently, like that, ensuring that it's firm. In this case, use your thumb and your index finger and hold the sides of the hand, pressing down. Okay, and then the next step is we're going to place our minute hand also parallel to the hour hand, but also in line with 12 noon. Try again, like so. So that goes in, okay? So ensuring that the two hands are parallel to each other, okay? Because if they touch each other, then that will affect the clock functionality. And then finally, I'm going to press my second hand. So the second hand, you notice that it has a pin at the center. So that's the target that you want to go for. Okay? And guys, that's it. So ensure that all hands are in line with 12 noon. Okay, like so. And then once you've done that, now you finally insert your carbon battery. And remember what I said about the battery. So I managed to get this from the shop, and I'll check out more brands in the supermarket to see if I have a better one that fits the description of the manufacturer. But they say you use the carbon zinc batteries. As you see, carbon zinc batteries 1.5V AA. They have not indicated the exact power rating. And if you have to use the alkaline battery, just make sure that you use the low current setting, which is 500 mA and below. But if you can get the carbon zinc batteries, these are the best. Now we go ahead and place this firmly behind. Oh, I was putting it the wrong side. Ensuring that this is straight. And there you go. The clock is moving, and it's a sweeping, silent clock movement as described in the seller's page. Yeah, so guys, that's how you fix your clock movement. So if you have a clock that has stopped working after so many years, then this is how you fix your clock. And I hope you learned something new today, and just going through the things that you need to note is that always check the sizes before buying. Peel off the nylon film from the clocks. Be careful not to bend the hands. After installing, keep the hands parallel to each other. Do not tighten the hex nut too tight. Press hands to get all clock hands in. And do not use alkaline batteries or rechargeable batteries, as they will damage the clock. Only use carbon zinc batteries. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'll be sharing more. I'll be replacing more clock parts, more clock movements. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.